Three junior actuaries have just started working for Icarus Insurance Company. Icarus is in great financial difficulty and the chief actuary has to do something in a final bid to save the company and his own reputation, whether it be ethical or not. These junior actuaries are faced with a moral and ethical dilemma brought on by the chief actuary in his attempt to save the company. Throughout the short play, it is clear to see the difference between the outlooks of the citizen, brute, egoist and conformist.
I'm really glad you made this meeting this morning. As you might be aware, the reason you're here is that we at Icarus are developing a new GPS tracked car insurance product, and we're just looking for a bit of help from young junior actuaries like yourselves.
Okay, sure. Is there any way that we could help?
Launching a new product would be great exposure for us.
Yeah, these are really exciting roles, and also this has been a really highly publicised product, as well as the fact that COVID-19, we've seen a significant increase in expenses and loss of business that we could potentially face solvency issues if this product isn't successful. So I suppose in order to ensure that it is successful, we need to be 100% confident that Dedis Insurance aren't going to be a threat to us. And I know that each of you have worked at Dedis in the past, so I was wondering if you could tell me about what similar products they might have.
I would be taking a big risk. What if they find out I told you? What will I gain from this?
Look, it's really nothing to be worrying about. This kind of stuff happens all the time. And as well as that, I don't think you're really thinking about how good this could be for yourselves. I mean, there's bonuses coming up soon, and as well as benefits in the future with career progression here at Icarus. I think this is definitely something that's right for you guys.
Bob, we can't tell you that. We signed an NDA at Daedalus.
On second thought, I don't know. What does everyone else think?
Are you serious? We've spent millions of euros on this product and we worked so hard. If you don't care about our company, then why are you even working here? Look, I don't have time to debate this with you, but expect your report on my desk by Friday.
Okay, Charlie and Diana, I'd say we go for this. Think of the exposure, think of the money, think of our reputation. We'll be on the fast track career ladder. We have no loyalty to Dedalus Insurance. It's in our own interest to give Bob the information.
Okay, Elise, whatever you think is the right choice, I'm happy to go with it. And I suppose it would make Bob happy too to give him the information. Once everyone is happy, isn't that the right idea?
Great, Diana. No other junior actuaries at our level are being given this opportunity. We'd be crazy not to do the right things.
Wait, Elise, Diana, you can't seriously consider giving in to Bob. He's just using his seniority to pressure and intimidate us into giving him information about Daedalus' new products. We have a moral and ethical responsibility as actuaries and people to honour the NDA that we each signed. I don't know about you, but when I signed that NDA, I had every intention of honouring it.
You can't be serious, Charlie. Moral, ethical, honourable. We're not 3-year-olds. As I always say, be true to yourself and to hell with the world.
I'm not really sure. I suppose Charlie is right. We did sign the NDA and I don't want to break that, of course, but then also the thought of a possible bonus and management thinking highly of me, but whatever you decide is the best, I'll go with it.
Diana, we would all like a bonus, but also we all signed the NDA. And Elise, I'm thinking about my future career, but also all of our careers here at Icarus. So if we did break the NDA, we'd be destroying our integrity and credibility. As actuaries, we've signed an ethical code of conduct with the IFOA, as has Bob, and I'm personally not prepared to break this code. So apart from the fact that giving Bob the information he wants is just clearly wrong, there's also the question of whether we'd actually want to stay at Icarus. And is that the best thing to do for our careers? So the company clearly isn't sustainable if they're preying on us. It's Muse joining employees to supply them with illegal information about a rival company. I think something is rotten in the upper management of Icarus. And I'm no longer sure that it's actually a company I want to work for. So I know that personally, I'm not going to be able to give Bob the information that he wants. I'm going to have to report this to IFOA, just because it's the right thing to do. It's going to hurt your reputation if you don't report it. So what I suggest that we do is we draft this email together, and it's going to be a lot more credible coming from the 3 of us.
That's a good point, actually. Maybe it is better for us to report this. It will be better for our careers in the long run.
Well, I suppose since you're both reporting it, it would be right for me to report it as well. And, if I did report it to Bob, this information about Daedalus to Bob, it would get me into trouble. So I suppose if you're in, I'm in.
Super. Do you know what? Let's put this all behind us. Let's draft this letter to the IFOA. Just because we're reporting, it really is the right decision.
The IFOA investigated the matter, and thankfully the issue was resolved, with the chief actuary being forced to resign from Icarus Insurance. The citizen clearly understands that the egoist is only out for herself, and instead of trying to convince the egoist to make the correct moral decision, the citizen uses persuasion to get the egoist to agree to reporting the chief actuary. She persuades the egoist not to attach herself to the sinking ship that is Icarus Insurance. The citizen uses his accurate viewpoint of the world to understand the desires of the egoist and, using effective persuasion techniques, leadership and courage, ultimately achieves an ethically and morally sound outcome.